Breaking Robinhood news. They just got fined $1.25 million. Let's see what happened. What should we do about it? Is this the end of Robinhood? Let's dive into it. Should we all take all of our money out of Robinhood and move it over to some other brokerage right now because things are getting crazy? People are getting fined $1.25 million. So who fined Robinhood to begin with? Well, it was FINRA. I talked about FINRA before in some of my other videos. More or less, they just monitor brokerages to make sure they stay honest and fair, and it just helps protect the investors. So knowing what FINRA does, in my mind, I'm thinking,
man, they must have did something horrible. They must have not have been honest and fair at all. Holy cow.
in order to get fined by them, you must have broke some kind of rule they set. There's something everybody needs to know. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. So I went on the FINRA website and researched Robinhood and found out they broke Rule 5310. What Rule 5310 is, in so many words, it just describes that brokers need to make sure that the investor is getting the best execution when they place an order. So how did Robinhood break Rule 5310? Without getting too technical, explaining the bid they asked, the spread, market makers, rebates, all this stuff, more or less, they weren't giving us the best price when we placed an order for a stock. So that's how they broke Rule 5310.
Holy cow, you're telling me that they didn't give me the best price? Wow.
For most people, when they hear $1.25 million, they're thinking, man, that's a ton of money. But according to Bloomberg, Robinhood's worth over $7 billion.
$7 billion!
If they're worth $7 billion, $1.25 million fine is just a little slap on the wrist, man. That's nothing for Robinhood. But you still don't want to get in too much trouble with FINRA. Even though it's a slap on the wrist, things could get worse and worse with time in their relationship with FINRA, which I know Robinhood doesn't want. Is this the end of Robinhood? With this fine from FINRA and all this not best execution business? I don't think it's the end of Robinhood at all. I don't think Robinhood's dumb enough to let a simple, not so good execution issue ruin their business. They have millions of users on their app, and I know that people would be very disappointed to see Robinhood go under. Are there better apps out there? Arguably, yes and no. Depends on what you want. I do think that they need to make sure they get their relationship with FINRA squared away to where they're not getting any more trouble with them, because FINRA really does have the power to shut down brokers. And we don't want to see that. I mean, I personally use Robinhood and I like Robinhood. I mean, I like Webull probably a little bit better, but Robinhood is a good choice for beginners. If you know anybody interested in Robinhood that hasn't yet joined Robinhood and started investing with them, make sure you share this video with them to give them a little warning or a little heads up of some issues that's going on with Robinhood. If you're somebody that's thinking about getting Robinhood and is concerned about this fine in the future of Robinhood, and if you should or shouldn't use Robinhood because of that, I'm going to say if you want to use Robinhood, go ahead and use it. I don't think they have a problem that's really a big issue that's going to get them shut down and all this stuff. I think they're going to resolve this pretty darn quick. If you already have Robinhood, do I think you should take all your money out of Robinhood and get out of the app? The answer to the other question probably kind of tells you the answer to this one. I don't think so. I think we're good to go. I think they're going to get it fixed. They have a lot going for them. There's one thing I do have a problem with Robinhood. It just drives me crazy. Every time they come out with something new, like the cash management or the fractional shares, they always want to start with waiting list. I hate it. I hate it. Don't even bring it up if you're going to do a waiting list. Just wait till you have your product out, Robinhood, then advertise it. I'm tired of being on waiting lists. Today's Sunday. I need to go to the gym, so I'm going to head on out of here and get my workout done. But I'm going to end this video like I end every one of my videos. It isn't the actual dollar amount we're after. It's the freedom and how we can provide for our families with that money. All right, guys, later.